I'm gonna be honest with you, I have a problem that I think you have as well, and it's where you hear about viral popular books that you add them to your TBR and then they just sit there for years and years and years. Like, I don't want to talk about my Goodreads TBR list, like I'm never gonna get to all those books. Anyway, in today's video, I'm finally gonna be reading those viral books that have been on my TBR forever. Finally gonna get to see whether or not they're worth the hype, whether I'm just a basic bitch like everybody else, which I do really believe is the case, or whether or not the internet is lying to me, because I also believe that is the case. I would also just love to finally clear a TBR list. These books were picked to be on my 10 before the end. We are in April. I still haven't got to them. Here are all the books left on the TBR, and we're gonna start off with Project Hail Mary. I need to chill. The coffee's gone to my head. Fun fact, which is not really that fun because everybody knows, but this has been made into a movie. It's already out at the point where I'm speaking, so it's really not that fun or interesting of a fact. It's just basic news at this point. Let me see if I can think of something else that's interesting about this book. Why don't we just go pull up some reviews and see what people have said about it? All right. Wow. Okay. So it's a Good Choice Award winner. It's okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. At the point of me looking at this book has 1,498,843 ratings, and it's still rated 4.5 stars. How is that even possible? Oh, somebody said a 2-star. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared to read like the reviews because like, what if I get spoiler? I don't know if this is a good idea now that we're doing it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't want to read these because I feel like it's gonna spoil it for me. So I want to go in blind. But for you guys, since I teased you and like made you think I was gonna read it, I'll put them on the screen. Let's get into it. I have the audiobook as well. I got it from my library. So should we just sit here since we're here right now? Project Hail Mary. Oh wait, no, I want a blankie. It's actually a little sunny outside, so really and truly I should go outside, but like I love when it rains because it feels like it gives me permission to stay in the house all day, whereas when the sun's out I feel like a bad human for not going outside. But anyway, Project Hail Mary. Why do I keep saying that? I've actually got problems. So girls, we're on chapter 2. So the book starts with him waking up and he's not sure what's going on, doesn't know where he is, and basically we get to follow him trying to figure out what the hell's going on, which is quite fun. I like how his brain works. He's really smart. I'm intrigued because the way chapter 1 has ended. I like his humor. I have to say though, it's very clear that this book is definitely made for them. Well, not definitely made, because there's a lot of women that love it, but it's definitely geared towards men, because what is with men? They're so obsessed with their snakes. And when I say their snakes, I mean their aubergines. Of course, at the start of the book, there is something stuck inside of it. Like, of course there is, because is it a male book without it? Okay, it's not a male book, but it's written from the male perspective, and I reckon when the author was writing, he was probably thinking about a guy, and a guy was going to read this. And yeah, I just feel like, of course, there's something stuck inside of his snake. It's just such an obvious thing to do for a man. I'm still interested, though. I feel like I'm very excited to watch the movie because I can't wait to see what all of these surroundings look like and if they match. That is all I'm going to tell you. I'm going to continue reading this and I'll give you guys an update again later. I'm currently working on my reading journal right now, but I'm going to start sticking in the little images and stuff for like the books that I want to read. I feel like everyone made it sound like there's not going to be that much science in it. You don't need to understand science to understand the story. And that is true, but that made me think they weren't going to do as much sciencey stuff in there. There is so much in here, which actually sounds stupid because it is a sci-fi book. The character's commentary like inside of his head, like that is just very entertaining and very like humorous. But yeah, so we're coming up to chapter 7 right now, and I'm gonna put this back on while I'm working on my reading journal right now. I have a little iced coffee on the side which is basically done, which is basically on its way out. I just couldn't bother to cook anything so I just couldn't bother to cook any food, and I thought coffee normally suppresses my appetite, so I'm gonna make that instead. This is why I'm telling you kids are important. I don't think I would cook if I didn't have a child, like honestly. It's washed, it's drying. I'm doing a little braid out, but I think I'm going to turn it to a wash and go later. We finished. This has been a book that I already told you guys. Unfortunately, it didn't hit the level that I thought it was going to hit. I feel like everyone's gassed this book so much, and it is a really good book. However, my problem with it is it's so science dense. He does talk a lot in scientific lingo, and I didn't understand it. He was talking about centrifuges and the center of gravity and da da da. And anytime he had like a thought, he'd take you through the thought and how he did the maths, which is so smart and so entertaining if you understand science. Otherwise, you just kind of air it out and wait for his end result, which is like, he'll be like, oh, if this is 1 times by this and 500 this and the centrifuge spins at this big, it means it's hot. All right, cool. So thing is hot. That's all I need to know. Like, he'll be doing all these maths and I can't follow along. And it's so sad that I'm too stupid to follow along, because I think that would have been so entertaining. Because back in my science bag, because you know, you probably don't know this about me, but I picked science as like at diploma level to study in college because I was really into it. However, I didn't care for any of the careers after that, so I dropped out. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, if I was still in my science bag, this book would have slapped, but I don't remember anything from that year. And so when them science moments came, which they did a lot, by the way, they came so many. There was the whole conversation with science, but when them parts came, I just kind of waited for him to tell me what was happening because I didn't know what was going on. However, on more of a positive note, the storyline, the humor is really good in this book. The relationship between Rocky and Riley was amazing. They were so entertaining. They had this sarcastic humor between them that I really enjoyed reading. The whole decisions, everything was so good. The ending, the plot twist, I didn't expect the twist. I'm so used to reading romances, so I thought it was gonna go a different way. Definitely loved it. This is gonna be rated a 4-star. It might get bumped up 4.5 star, to be honest. I get so much anxiety around like giving you guys ratings because I feel like a few days later I'm gonna change my mind, and now it's on the internet. We're gonna move to the next book, so come with me, let's go get it. So the next one we have is a BookTok beloved, The Love Hypothesis. This is a book that is, as I said, beloved by the internet. I haven't heard anything negative. It's got one of the highest rating on Goodreads, considering it's had, like, what was the number? 1,965,361 ratings, and it's still rated above 4 stars. So it is beloved. There is a lot of hype behind this and a lot of pressure on it, and I'm trying to reduce my pressure because after reading Project Hail Mary, I'm trying to keep it low. As you can see, there's a tab in here. It's just one of the pictures from my reading journal because I did start this book at the same time as I started Project Hail Mary because I needed a little break from all the science in that book. So I started a couple chapters on this, and here's my thoughts on the first few chapters. Okay, it's getting real late. I'm so hungry. I'm tired, but I had to stop for a second because I mean, maybe I'm not even giving this book a chance yet, but are we trying to classify as cute because it's from the female perspective? Am I deep in it too much? But did she just kiss somebody without consent? And then when they were upset about it, she tried to be like, look, can we just forget about it? Like, you literally just lip somebody in public without consent, and then now you want to be like, oh my God, can we just forget about it? Like, if this was the other way around, I think we would be calling the weep whoops right now. This would have been an assault crime. But yeah, it's the TikTok's beloved book. What's going on? Am I just being too judgmental? Nah, man. If somebody came to me and lips me because they wanted to put on a front for somebody else, I'm not okay with that. But then again, he did lean into the kiss. Actually, now I remember. Nah, I don't know. Yes, I get it. He leaned into the kiss. He was kind of feeling it. But at the same time, I'm sorry, you're not lipsing me without my consent. Like, not even a stranger putting their lips onto mine without my consent. I don't care. Even if you're the finest man on earth, I'm gonna... Whoa, bro, what are you doing? We don't know each other. I don't know what you're carrying on your lips. I feel like this is crazy already. This book is... Anyway, I'm so hungry. So I'm going to stick I'm going to try to lift it up, this last page. And then I'm going to do anything else now because I'm starving. I might eat and put on Bridgerton. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. It is a big gap between the last time I read it. So I'm going to just start from the beginning anyway, so we can get rid of that. You guys updated. But first, I'm actually going to go make a drink. I want a cup of tea. So I'm going to do that. And then we're going to get cozy and get into the book. What is with this obsession with big, tall men? It's like, oh my God, he's so big, he's so tall, he's so gigantic, he towers over me. I have to look, and I'm looking, and he's so massive.
That's what she said.
He's so massive, I can't even see him. Ow! He's gonna step on me. Ah! Okay. I get it. He's massive, you're small. In fact, she's not even small, she's like 5'8". But like, that's why it's so crazy that he's so big and massive. I'm being hypocritical because I prefer a tall guy, but I'm a tall girl. But she's a tall girl in the book too. But Jesus, I get it. You want to be stepped on and kicked around, like, I get it. You want to feel like planting. It's fine. I'm neutral about this book so far. Like, it's all right. I'm enjoying myself. It's okay. There's some questionable actions. I still agree with my original thoughts on the book, even though eventually she does apologize for what she did, because I'm thinking, girl, this is not acceptable. So I still agree with my first opinion. Yeah, now we're just following along. I'm really expecting it to be heavy on the science, but like more digestible as opposed to Project Hail Mary, because I read her Check and Mate book and they talked a lot about chess, but it was very digestible and easy to follow. So I'm imagining that's what I'm going to get over here as well. We haven't quite got into all of that. Let me continue anyway. Caught in We're outside because I heard, oh, let me turn this car off. We are outside. We found a nice sunny place to curl up and read, continue on this book. We made it because I had you guys locked up in the yard these past few days, always watching me sitting on that couch. I heard you guys screaming, Mama, we cannot get out, we cannot get out. We are on chapter 8 of this book, and well, a bit part way through chapter 8. I didn't know that there was a little age gap. It's not too bad. It's 10 years, and he's like in his late 30s. I'm guessing she's in her late 20s. And I was trying to think to myself, being a girl that's in her late 20s, 28 years old, why is there fireworks in the middle of the day? I swear I don't live in the hood, so it has to be fireworks. Anyway, so yeah. And I was thinking to myself, like, is 10 years a bad age? Like, I feel like how wide of an age gap is too old, but I don't think 10 years is too bad, especially if you're in your late 20s. It just feels fine to me. I don't have much to say about this book other than so far it's very comforting, very chill read. So I'm going to continue off listening to this. I'm going to put the audiobook and get through a couple pages while we're sitting in the car. So guys, we're in the car park. We're actually in a Costa Coffee car park, so I'm gonna go in there and get a cup of coffee. I think I might sit and read in there, but I've already finished the Love Hypothesis, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick wrap up on my thoughts on this book. Honestly, there is very little thoughts about this book. Like, it's one of those books that you're just not gonna think about. For me anyway, I'm gonna forget now. I've already moved on to the third book and I can't even remember how I really felt about this, but I can tell you that it's a very cozy, comforting book. Like, if you want something chill, something like tropey and just fun, like, that's what this is. I want to say it's funny. I didn't like laugh or anything like that, but it's definitely fun. Like, it's just cute and, like, you know, big strong man and shy girl, and it's a cute book. I'm gonna look forward to the movie. All I can say though is I think it's gonna be so cringy to watch, like, the spy scenes. I don't know why. I was watching Bridgerton like a while ago, and watching the spy scenes play out and knowing how it was written in the book, it felt so uncomfortable. I don't know why. It felt like I was being exposed. It's like, why are you outing the stuff I'm reading in my book on this big fat screen right now? I'm like, I used to watch spy scenes normally, but now that I'm a reader and I know they're reacting the spy scene from a book, it's just too weird to watch. I don't know. I don't want to see my characters do it on screen. I just want to read it in a book. But anyway, so I feel like it's going to be real awkward to watch this. And you know what it is as well? They play out the whole scene. So before it'd be like, you get like a quick scene of them like doing something and then it's done. But when they do the spy scene in books, like, it's slow and they're all like, it's like they play out the whole thing that you read in the book, and I just think it's so awkward to watch. I don't know what it is. It's so awkward to watch. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna rate this around a 3.75. I don't feel like it's a 4-star. I don't think it's a 3.5 star because I liked it. But I think if I picked it up when I was more like feeling cozy and comforting, fine. But all I can say is I'm way more enjoying the third book, which is Capone. Now, I know this book isn't technically viral. For example, the rest of these have like 1 million ratings, whereas this one only has like this one has 20k, which in my opinion is still quite good, but it's not viral. However, it is very viral in the Black community, I reckon. It is actually one of the highest rated books on my Goodreads TBR. In my opinion, it is a viral book. It's just not like Love Hypothesis popular. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's so grippy. The story is so entertaining. Like, there's not a point in this book where I'm like, oh, I actually don't feel like I want to read it anymore. Like, it's my first urban romance, and for anyone that doesn't know what urban romance is, it's basically like dark romance, but like more hood vibes. So it's like you got mafia, but then you got the hood instead. And yeah, it's so good. The males are just as possessive as they are in the other books. But I'm really liking it. I'm not gonna lie. I actually want to get to it right now. So I'm gonna go inside Costa, get a drink, and continue reading. So no way. No. On a serious note, I feel like I need to continue the second book. This book, I'm 5 stars. That was 5 stars. That was so good. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna do like 4.5, but the ending, it didn't need to end like that. I don't know why I'm laughing, because I'm like, the biggest cliffhanger ever. This is so good. Listen, oh my goodness, let me lock that screen immediately because that was the biggest spoiler ever. But if you like dark romance, if you like urban romance, to be honest, I feel like you've already read this if you like urban romance, but I think I'm hooked. This is my go-to. I don't want to read anything else. Like, this is what I need. I think I might have to read the whole series in a vlog or something, because there wasn't a single point in this book where I was like bored. There was just action, pure entertainment consistently. This is so cold. Okay, this one needs a million ratings. I can't actually believe what I just read. I need to know. I need to know. I'm gonna have to start the next one. What time is it? 10:30. All right, yeah, let me wrap this video up because we're about to get straight into this. All I can say is viral books are viral for a reason, because clearly all of them here, like if you think about it, everything was rated basically around 4 stars. This, I think I'm giving 5 stars, but I'll sleep on it. Honestly, I'm not gonna get to continue reading the second book because I need to now edit this in the video that's gonna go up in the next hour, so I'm never gonna get to continue. Was so good. That was so good. 10 stars. I trust the internet. I am a basic bitch, just like I thought. I have the same taste as most people. I don't care. I am happy with all the books I've read, and this one is at the top of the list. I'm so happy, even though technically I failed the mission, which was to clear the 10 before the end list. I'm not mad because I'm happy with leaving Caught Up off the list. I think I might just charge it and say that I've completed my 10 before the end, because I don't want to read another dark romance if it's not this one, if it's not the second book to this, honestly. So we failed, but I feel like I succeeded, so we succeeded. Technically, failure is in the eyes of the beholder. Kevin Hart. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, I'm gonna edit this now so you guys can watch it tomorrow. Bye.